Hello, my friend. If you are a business owner who has grown your company to $500,000 or more, and you're ready to scale your revenue and profits, first of all, I want to congratulate you. You've done something that most people will never accomplish. Most people do not have the skills or the sheer persistence that it takes to push through all those obstacles. But I don't have to tell you that. You've done it. I have a quick question for you. Did you become an entrepreneur so that you could work 20 hours a day and never have any time freedom to enjoy the fruits of all your hard work? Well, I don't know about you, but I became an entrepreneur so that I could be in control of my own time. Yet I talk to a lot of successful business owners who tell me they feel as though they are missing out on life. When was the last time you were able to take time off to spend with your loved ones, maybe your spouse or your children or significant other, and actually been able to live in that moment without your mind being constantly distracted by work issues? Hi, my name is Will Hipschman, and I help successful business owners take back control of their time, while at the same time scaling their revenue and their profits. My system for doing this builds on top of what you have already created. So often as we build our businesses, our time is so taken up by wearing every hat that we fail to continually optimize our systems as we build. You may know what you need to set in place, but you are so busy pushing through all the obstacles, you think you are going to come back and fix that part later. Well, that doesn't generally happen because every day presents new things to keep you busy pushing forward. Now you have built your business and you're doing pretty well, but you have to continue to push forward or you fear you'll be going backwards. I get that. You look for help from coaches and consultants, and all they want to do is try to convince you that you just need to up your ad spend and continually get new customers. So you go down that trail and it seems to work for now. But the ongoing ad spend only seems to keep your business above water, and then your profits plateau at a different level. If you play the game that way, the only thing to do is up your ad spend yet again for yet another small bump in profits. Let me tell you a quick story. When I was 17 or 18 years old, I had a 1978 Ford Pinto Runabout. Now this was a beautiful red car. Well, no, my wife, my wife laughs every time she even sees a car like that. Now, this car had a 4-cylinder engine, but it was geared just right, so I never had a problem with power. I could go up all the hills headed out of town just fine without having to shift down or anything like that until one day something happened. All of a sudden, it ran low on power, and I found myself having to shift down, going up hills where I didn't have to shift down before. Now, I could have probably filled up the gas tank with rocket fuel and maybe gotten back some horsepower and fixed that problem temporarily. But I would have had to just continually keep putting more rocket fuel in all the time. But that's not the right answer, and I think you know that. But this is exactly the same thing as changing up your ads and ramping up your ad spend if your system's not optimized and ready for that. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a right time to change up your ads and there's a right time to ramp up your ad spend, but this is not that time. So after checking up on my engine to see what could be wrong with it, it turns out that one of my spark plugs had a crack in it. So the spark was shorting out and the spark plug was not working properly. Now, all I did was change out that one cheap little spark plug, and instantly my car was back up to performance and working correctly. One very simple fix that changed the performance for the long term. This is exactly the same type of things that happen in our businesses. By knowing the specific things that fix the problems and shortcomings in the back end of your marketing system, we can instantly use those principles to vastly multiply the revenue and profit that comes into your company. And this is exactly why I developed the Cash Flow Automation Workshop. In the workshop, you're going to discover the quick, simple fixes that you can implement into your marketing system so that everything that you do will become way more profitable. Right now, I'm accepting 3 more successful business owners into the Cash Flow Automation Workshop. to optimize and leverage your marketing framework and scale up your profits. Now, this is not just some kind of false scarcity tactic, but spaces are limited because I can only work with so many people at a time. Right now, you can jump in at the lowest price I have ever offered this for. Multiple companies have paid me over $300,000 to implement these exact same strategies into their marketing systems. But I was able to give them a 7-figure return, so they were more than happy with that price. But I'm not going to ask you to pay me anything near that. So if you're ready to optimize and automate your cash flow, let's walk through the simple 3-step formula right now. The first step is to take a look at how the back end of your marketing system is set up. This is where even a tiny change like that spark plug will create instant results because you will be using the momentum that you already have. This is not like going out and starting something completely new and having to run ads and prove the system. This is where you apply leverage. You use leverage by offering something extra to your existing traffic and customers you already have coming through your system. So let's just say, for example, you have a daily sales volume of 10,000 customers, and all you do is offer them an extra item on checkout. And let's say only 5% of them decide to take you up on that offer. That would be an extra 500 items sold daily. And if your profit on that item was even just $2, that would be an extra $30,000 per month, pure profit to you with no additional advertising expenses. So the first step is just find a good spot in your system to make that offer. The second step is to structure and implement that change. Now, depending on the structure of your system, there are several ways to achieve that. And then the final step is to automate that change so it just keeps happening over and over and over again all by itself, not taking any more of your valuable time. Now, I've spent over 20 plus years of my life and multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars rooting out and codifying this into a system that works every time. So if you're ready to optimize and automate your cash flow, click the button somewhere near this video and get more information about possibly securing one of those 3 spots for your business and start leveraging your profits right away. So don't delay. Check it out today. If you need more information, feel free to reach out to me, and I will talk to you soon.